Greetings, fellow earthlings, and welcome to Rome Total War Battle Royale of the different cultures. So we have 7 different factions fighting all against each other in a free-for-all, and each one represents its own culture. Like the Julii represents Rome, and the Gauls represent barbarians, and yeah, all of those. 7 different factions, which will win? So of course this is an AI only battle, and each faction is given 12,500 denarii, and they've got to just randomly generate their armies and go up against each other. So the Julii, okay, so we've got 2 onagers, some good Praetorians, so they've definitely got some tough units in there. Some old Hastati stuff. Thought that was Town Watch then, but no, they've gone for Auxilia. Yeah, Town Watch would be really useless in this. Missile Cav, and yeah, they should definitely be interesting to see. Egypt, they've gone for, they've managed to full their entire stack. 20 different units. They do have some peasants in there, but you know, most of their units have experience, and they've got 2 onagers as well, or catapults, whatever you want to call them. Moving on to the Greeks, they've gone for a full stack also. I guess some factions, you know, they've all got different costs for their units, so some can afford it, some will of course struggle. But they've of course got some peasants in there, so yeah, they're going to be basically useless. Here we go, another one with expensive units. So of course they haven't been able to fill up, but still they should outnumber the Romans. Good, we get to see some elephants as well, normal elephants and armoured elephants. Yes. Gaul, they've gone for a very heavy melee army. They've got some missile units, no catapults of course because we can't train them, but yeah, very heavy in melee. Scythia, they've gone for not as much cavalry as I expected, but they've got some onagers, 3 different catapult units. Oof, that's going to be interesting to see, and some barbarians, and last but not least, Parthia. So we've got some armoured eastern units here, some cataphracts units, missile cavalry, and of course their, what are they called? Their eastern infantry, the purple things. So which faction is going to win? Let's find out. So here we are on the map. The map was chosen at random, and sadly it looked much flatter than this, but it looks like the Julii and Egypt and whichever faction this is will get a slight high ground advantage. Only slight, but they will get a little one. It shouldn't cause too much problem because there's so many factions battling this out. Like, they'll probably fight each other first, and yeah, it's really gonna be random, so it shouldn't cause too many problems. And so it begins. So I'm gonna retreat out of here, and it should hopefully still continue. And so it begins. So starting on the high ground, we have Julii, Egypt somewhere over here, and back here we have, if it will let me see, which faction is this? The Greek city-states. Oh, I didn't check, did these go for any phalanx units? No, I can't see any phalanx units, so that's a really interesting pick for them. Not actually going for their main unit. It seems like, is this the Gauls hiding back a bit? Yeah, I think the Gauls are hiding a little bit, scared of Scythia, who are immediately pushing into the middle. It looks like there's a bit of fighting happening between the Egyptians and the Greeks. It's already kicking off over here, or at least about. They are very close to each other. By the way, this is done by a score-based resolution, so the winner is decided not by whoever survives at the end, but winner is decided by whoever has the most amount of kills at the end. Most amount of high-valued kills, so killing peasants doesn't mean much, but like killing generals adds more to the score. And I can see there the Greeks have brought in some phalanx units. Seems like the Greek cavalry are fighting the Egyptian cavalry, and as expected, yeah, the Egyptian cavalry broke immediately. They were fighting like heavily armoured stuff with, I think that's no, that's missile cav. Wow, that was a big mistake by the Egyptians there, a massive loss for them. Who's this over here? So Scythia, they've got a lot of units. I think they've probably got the biggest army, I think. Was it them? I don't know, it's difficult to tell, but I know they definitely brought 20 stacks. And a lot of them had peasants in, and peasant squads have more units than, you know, your normal squad. Like, you can clearly tell here there's more in there. I think the Julii have the smallest army, but you know, that means I spent more money on actual experience and getting good troops in. I saw some Praetorians in there, so yeah, they're gonna definitely destroy. Go elephants, go! They're fighting the Greek cavalry, and it seems like, yeah, Carthage are here with their elephants and missile cav, and they've managed to chase back the Greek cavalry. I've had to turn the graphics down a bit, of course, when I've got so many units, and it's a Windows 10, of course. It doesn't run like how a Windows 7 or Windows XP would. It struggles with these older games. But, you know, it seems to be okay now. Near enough. Oh, it seems like Carthage charged the Greeks. The Greek phalanxes. Oh no. Oh, Carthage has brought phalanx units. Oh, that's a weird one. Of course, the Greeks do still have phalanx units, but Carthage brought some as well. Completely forgot they had them. Yeah. Looks like, ah yes, some catapult rocks firing in, firing at Egypt. It looks like. Who was firing those? I think. Yeah, that was the Greeks. 4 catapults up here on the high ground. Could get a lot of kills with them. Firing at the elephants. That would be good to see if they get a few kills there. Seems like they're using their elephants as range combat to start off with. Probably going to charge in later. Looks like we're about to get some phalanx on phalanx soon. In they come. But then they get, of course, a flank on them, port from on the side. Oh, Greece, how could... Oh, no, I thought... Alright, it messed them up a little bit, and... okay, now the phalanxes are down. Now they're fighting. It's not the way either of them expected, but it happened. Ooh, Gaul just lost their general. So of course it must have been the Scythians who killed him, or possibly Carthage. They've all got some units around here. Yeah, well done to them. That should be some extra score onto them, which they probably really do need. Yeah, you really want to take advantage of getting some of these early kills like this. Scythia charging in and probably don't wipe out another Gallic cavalry unit. Got some archers coming in as well. Where are the pyjama people? Ah, here they are. All dressed in purple. Beautiful. Being shot by catapults as well. They're slowly making their way up the hill. And they should be able to silence Scythia's catapults soon. But he's getting a lot of kills. That's definitely going to cause some problems for them. A lot of misses as well. It's not like every shot's hitting and killing. But, you know, they're definitely taking out some units. Let's just see this last one. It's probably going to miss. Yeah. They've got bad accuracy, but... oh well. They're fun to watch when they're falling in like that. Let's check the front up here. So, of course, I think the Greeks are fighting on 2 fronts right now. Fighting the Egyptians and Carthage. Or are they all out on Carthage? Ooh! Greece lost their general. Yeah. Right, they're definitely struggling. Of course, they're fighting Carthage over here. They've lost quite a few already. They've already lost the general, and no, they're not fighting Egypt here. It seems like Egypt and Julii are having their own duel. Egypt will have the high ground, but it seems like the Julii have already taken out a lot of Egyptian troops, taking out some of their chariots. So, yeah, Egypt's already taken a few big losses against these. Some dead cavalry, but I don't see many dead Romans. So they definitely did a good job there. Well done, Rome. What's happening up here? Gauls and Scythia still fighting. Yeah, oh look at all these dead Gauls, and then only like 3 Scythians. Gaul is struggling. They've got a big blob of troops here who could do something, and more troops up on the high ground, but yeah, Scythia is just like picking them off one squad at a time, and they're bringing in the axemen now, just charging in, and they're gonna catch them on the back. Gauls, you need to wake up. Oh no, instead, Parthia's general died, but I think it was by a catapult rock. That must have been unfortunate. Scythius stopped their charge, and then they got flanked by Gaul coming from top and bottom, sending in the cavalry, and now both squads, some axemen and armoured swordsmen I think that is, have broken. That's done a lot of points for Gaul there, because they lost so few soldiers and they're just running them down. Well done to Gaul. Yeah, so they've lost their general, but you know, Scythia's morale seems to be struggling more than theirs, and oh, they're just cutting through Scythia here. Scythia's trying to send in the cavalry, but they've lost a lot of troops already. And they didn't even get a charge in, it just stopped. They got caught by the swordsman and stopped the charge. Oh, not good for them. Now it's like a modern war over here. I just keep seeing explosives and stuff. Yeah, it must have been a catapult that killed Parthia's general. Very unfortunate for them. They haven't even got into an actual fight yet. They're still moving up this hill, trying to take out Scythia's catapults. Weird. Scythia's got troops all the way over here. I do remember them rushing all the way into the middle of the map, and it looks like they've fought Carthage and the elephants a little bit for control of the middle, which... weird. Yeah, they're fighting Carthage, they're firing catapults on Parthia, they're heavily in combat with the Gauls, so of course they're fighting many fronts right now. I don't know if it's going to do them any good. Of course they get more kills, and there goes the generals, so yeah, they're definitely done a struggle. It's good because it means they're getting a lot of kills, I'm guessing, which will add to a lot of score, but you know, you want to keep your units alive still. Where's Carthage going? Seems like, oh, the Greeks seem to have completely broken. Yeah, Carthage chasing them down. It seems like from the narrator and what he's saying, a couple of factions have completely like routed and are now leaving the field. Seems like the Romans are pulling back. They're trying to push up the hill, but it doesn't look like it's gone well for them. The Egyptians managed to get a few kills, and ooh, charged from in the back. Not good for the Romans. Ooh, some catapult shots there. Probably got more friendly fire, but it's good to see. It makes for an entertaining video, which is good. Rome has sent in their cavalry to chase back the Egyptians, and yeah, it seems like they should be able to push them back. Parthia want a little bit of this. They've realised they haven't really got any kills yet, so they're probably just sending their cavalry around to see what they can pick off, like poke at Rome, poke everywhere, and just see what they can get. I think that's Parthia's plan, if the AI is smart enough to actually have plans. Carthage, they seem to have pushed back Scythia, so they're probably rejoining with their forces. Probably going to keep on routing Greece, take some more kills, and... wait, how did Carthage get all the way over here? I'm sure Carthage spawned all the way over there. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, they must have spawned here then. Huh. They've still got the elephants alive as well, although not really doing anything. They still have them alive to use at a later time. I think Carthage are going to be... either Carthage or Parthia are going to be the faction that survives to the end. Whether they win or not, I don't know. But I think they're definitely going to survive. Actually, it seems like the Gauls have a lot of troops left. They've lost a lot, but they've still got some left, so they could put up a good fight. And it seems like... ooh, yes. Of course, Parthia, they've finally charged for Gauls. Scythia is completely out of the battlefield. I can't see any of their troops. They're gone. Yeah, Parthia and the Gauls now fighting. Ah. Yeah, we have some Scythian troops here, but they're retreating. Come on, use your cavalry wisely. There you go. Gaul coming in with their cavalry as well. Ooh, are Gaul going to get their general or their cavalry unit on the flank? Could break an entire cavalry unit here. Right now I don't have a clue who is going to win this. There's several factions who have gotten a lot of kills, and We've been surprised before, like random factions where it just doesn't make sense, but you know, if the stats say it, then they must have some truth behind it. Is this a cavalry charge right over here in the distance? No, I thought that was some charge. It seems like Rome have pushed back the Parthians and the Egyptians. How's it looking at the actual top of the hill? A lot of dead bodies. But I can't see any Egyptians. Yeah, it seems like the Romans actually managed to beat the Egyptians, taking over the high ground, and yeah, now they're just chasing them down. The Egyptians have left the field. So who's left and going strong? We have Rome over here, starting to split up a little bit, but they've still got a lot of troops. We do have Carthage around. Yeah, Carthage are here, coming back into the middle of the map now. They've still got some elephants left. Then we've got Parthia down here, who have a lot of troops left, but you know, they've got very weak troops, so I don't know how much damage these will be able to do. And we did have the Gauls. Are they still here or are they broken? Yeah, the Gauls are still here with some strength, but you know, they've lost a lot of it. I don't know how long they're going to last. Yeah, they're pulling back here, but being chased down by cavalry, so they're clearly struggling. What's this random phalanx unit doing in the middle of the map? Right, Carthage. Just randomly in the middle. Not the place where you want your phalanxes. Out in the open, like, can be flanked from any direction. That's not where you want them. You want them at some choke point somewhere. Rome running down the hill trying to find some more soldiers to kill. There's a lot of dead bodies here. A lot of them are Roman, but there's a lot of Egyptians as well, so maybe that's going to add quite a lot of points onto Rome's score. Well, it definitely will, because they got a lot of kills. They wiped out Egypt almost entirely by themselves, but is that going to be enough? And just because factions are alive now, that does not mean they're going to win. I do know Scythia, they were fighting on many fronts. If they got a lot of kills, they could still win this. I think that was what happened in the last one. It was like, it was a faction that clearly did well at one point, but got wiped out, like in the mid-game. But they managed to win because they did so well in the early game. It just, like, they actually got extra score, and yeah, they won. Parthia chasing down the Gauls, getting those few extra points. They need them most, I think, because they're only just starting to get into the battle. They need as many points as they can get. What's happening here? It looks like there were some Egyptians who made it over here, but they're being pushed back now and run down a little bit by Parthia, who are, yeah, just shooting at them a bit with their arrows. Oh, what are these peasants going to do? I expect something very brutal and devastating. Peasants, why bring those onto the battlefield? Where are the Gauls? What are they doing? So they're moving into the middle of the map. They've got about 4 unit squads. And where are they going? Are they going? They're going up onto this high ground here, possibly after Carthage. I know. Yeah, Carthage are still around here, and they've got their catapults as well. That's what I'm guessing Gaul's doing. Julii trying to get a charge into Carthage's phalanx unit, but they're struggling here. They're trying to get the right angle, and yeah, they're a little bit all over the place. It seems like, ooh, I think it's only peasants, but I've got some units retreating, and oh, those cavalry are good. Parthia could win this. I know they've got a lot of weak infantry, but these Catapult cavalry, they're getting a lot of kills. They could win it for them. They just wiped out a spearman unit and only lost like 2. Are they going to chase down these soon? Yeah, looks like they're wanting to. I've done a catch Gaul on the back. I mean, Julii on the back, but no, it seems like they've pulled back. This is still weird. Out of these 3 factions, no faction seems to dare want to attack each other. They're just like manoeuvring around. Either Julii going to charge into the back. Ooh, that could have been big. If they charged into the back of these, managed to get them to break, kill them all, that would have been a lot of points. This is getting weird now. Someone attack each other, please. Right, it seems like the Julii and Parthia were fighting here, but Parthia won and have pushed the Julii back. And the Julii, I've got no idea what these cavalry units are doing. Carthage's general's dead. Well done, Rome, for getting that kill. And well done, Rome, for catching up to these arch units. That's a lot of easy kills from there. We got shot by a lot of arrows, and yeah, they've only done lose a lot. But if they get a lot of kills, then I guess it's still no work out worth it. Why are they so blurry? It's like I've had it in low graphics before, but they've never looked like that. Imagine walking with these Carthaginian soldiers, all these dead bodies that you're gonna meet on the way, and seeing dead elephants like this all the way in the distance. That's quite a big elephant. Yeah, we've got a lot of dead bodies to walk past before they actually get into a fight. It's not something that's gonna exactly be encouraging. I think the Julii are the only faction with their general still alive. It looks like they're risking him with a charge right now into Gaul. That would be interesting to see. It seems like Carthage are firing at them, and yeah, the Julii already have their cavalry over here, so probably wanting a few more kills. Yeah, Carthage are at that top of that hill with some catapults. I think the Gauls are trying to take those out, and I think they've managed to force the Julii's cavalry to retreat. But they've lost a lot whilst doing it. Lost a lot to catapult fire, and I'm guessing the charge as well killed a lot of them. Don't know if it was worthwhile for either faction. I love catapults, especially when they get a good shot. Really good in third age when like a flaming catapult rock just comes in and explodes. Ah, that's the best. Carthage don't really know what to do with their elephants. These could be big. These elephants are this late in the game. They could be big, but no, they're just not using them. Right, they've charged into some druids. They managed to force them to retreat, but don't know if they're going to be able to run them down. Seems like Parthia is making a bit more of a move now. We're going up the hill. Where's that? Yeah, Carthaginian phalanx unit still over here. I don't have a clue where they're going, but seems like they're interested in fighting Parthia. We're going for the weaker units that have been left behind a little bit. We've got some cavalry all the way over here. Oh, are the elephants finally moving? Yes, Carthage and their elephants. They're finally moving. Are they going to catch Julii? Their cavalry unit? No, they're pulled back. Don't know what they're going to go for. Oh, are Julii, are they actually challenging? Nah, it looks like they pulled back last second. Come on, I want to see these elephants do something. Oh, and as soon as I said it, are they about to charge? Oh no, they're just avoiding each other. I'll check them out later. Stupid AI. So of course we've got some Romans fighting with Gauls here, but Parthia's running up the hill. That's the line I never thought I would say. In come Parthia. Ooh, the Gauls immediately broke, and it looks like Parthia are going to gain the upper hand of this. Is this a Roman general? Yeah, this is Rome's general, the last general alive, I think. And he's getting cut down by cataphracts and spearmen. He's pulling out. Right, he made it out for now. Yeah, send in the orders. Run! Where are those elephants? Still not doing anything. I think actually Rome's general's retreating. Yeah, he's retreating, but the cataphracts got him. They killed him, so that's some extra points for Parthia. Well done to them. Which faction's going to win this? I've got no idea. It could be anyone, I guess. The only faction that I think has not won, and I'm certain it hasn't won, is Egypt. I'm certain Egypt have not won, and I'm certain Greece have not won. Because those two didn't really get many kills, and yeah, they lost a lot of troops. Well, they're completely out of it now as well. If I had to place a guess, I think the Julii have done well. But I also like Carthage. I don't know. Scythia got a lot of kills early on, I think. But, you know, did they get enough in the mid and late game? Well, they got none in the late game, but was it enough overall to actually propel them forward? And Parthia, they've survived to the very end. They had a very slow early and middle game, which means I don't think they're going to have enough score by the name to actually get the win, but they've got a lot of kills in the late game, so they are still in it. They could win. Okay, I don't think much more is going to happen, so I'm going to slightly start speeding it up. I just want to see these elephants. It seems like Parthia is interested in charging them. I think it's only Carthage and Parthia left. That's all I can really see. I think the Julii have completely routed. Oh, come on, I just want to see some elephants fight. Come on! Why are you making this so difficult for us, Carthage? Yeah, I think Parthia is definitely going to be the faction to survive until the end, unless Carthage can do something with these elephants. Oh, look at them knocking them all flying. Yes, that's what we like to see. Go Carthage, and they've broken them as well. They could do a lot of damage with these elephants if they use them right. But they don't want to get charged in the back by cataphracts. That's not what you want. Parthia trying to take them out. But these are armoured elephants, they're going to be difficult to take down. Like, the strongest unit in the game has been saved for last. The two strongest units in the game, armoured elephants and cataphracts, saved for last. Seems like the elephants only just won, but they lost half the units taking out those cavalry units, so I don't think it was worth it. I'm sure it's only these elephants left. And we've got some catapult units here, but what are these going to do? Seems like Carthage is still alive with these phalanx units, and they're taking a lot of shots by this catapult fire here. They're definitely losing a lot. Yeah, I don't know how long these are going to have left. They're losing a lot of troops to these catapults. It's like First World War artillery level damage that's been done here. At least it looks like that. Seems like they're chasing down some Parthians who had broken. Where are those elephants? Here they are. Ooh, the Julii! They're still here! And we've got Praetorians! Wow, I was just saying, of course, like, it's all the best units left at the end. Armoured elephants, cataphracts, and Praetorians. These are all the units that have survived at the end. It's all the best stuff for last. Are the Praetorian units going to take down 4 elephants? I think they could do it. Yes, we've got some fighting happening. They lost half their elephants that they had left, and it looks like they're broken. Or perhaps not, maybe they're going in for one more charge. Ooh, I love elephants. But the Julii, they lost a lot of troops there to those elephants. A lot of troops. But I think they've killed them. I think they've got them out of the game now. Yeah, they're chasing them down. Are they breaking? I don't think they're broken yet. I don't know. They're too weak to really do any real damage, but I don't think they've routed. Seems like Parthia's mostly gone. Yeah, it seems like Carthage managed to rout them with the elephants and these phalanxes as well. Ooh, we've got some spearmen left. It might actually be the Julii who survive until the end. I didn't notice they've got so many troops. Where were the Julii hiding? Oh wow, this video's going on much longer than I expected. But oh well, hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully people like it when AI only battles are longer. Also, what do people think of me doing more of these? I do 1 a week so far. I've been thinking of doing 2 a week. It's 2 a week for time lapses because they get more views. AI only battles, they get a lot of views, but not, you know, not enough to like say, yeah, 2 a week definitely. But I don't know. It's up to you. If people want them, then of course I can do them. I don't want to make the idea of AI only battles too dry. I don't want to kill it. I don't want to upload like so many that it's dull after like 2 or 3 weeks. You got to save the good ideas. Let it last for a few months. Same with a chocolate bar. Or some like really good bread. Like, you know, you got to make it last. Or some nice mashed potato. Even though I eat all my mashed potato like really quickly, like nom nom nom. Yeah, 2 of my favourite foods, by the way, are bread and mashed potato. I don't eat them together, but they're 2 of my favourite foods, and it's something that I always find weird. Bread and mashed potato out of everything. Parthia's still alive. They've still got loads of troops left. Oh, this video's going on for so long. Where's Carthage and my phalanxes? They must have gone. They must have finally been killed. Seems like all the elephants are dead though now. Or there might be, yeah, there's 1 left, but no, they're mostly dead. Carthage, I think, is out of it once this elephant dies. Just going to quickly scout the map, see if there's any units left. Well, Carthage has some swordsmen around. I don't know if they've already gotten into combat. No, so it's just 1 Carthaginian elephant. They might have some phalanxes around as well. Yeah, here's the phalanxes, there they are. What's this? Some random Parthian peasants. You've got a long way to run. It's still going on. Wait, are these catapult rocks coming in? Who's got the catapult? Carthage still has the catapult, and they're still firing at Rome. Right, I think it's almost over now though. They're all starting to meet up a little bit for the final charge. I think the final elephant's dead. I can't see him. I know I've said that a few times already, but no, he's still alive. It's fun. Right, I'll just watch it now until the end.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits.
Right, someone's completely broken. From what the narrator says, I think Parthia just broke. Yeah, Parthia's broken there. That was where everything just collapsed. And of course, the Julii, they've now come into contact with Carthaginian hoplites. Can get them on the flank, that should be it. And ooh, who broke there? The Romans broke. Carthage are still in it. And I think Parthia, I think they've gone. Yeah, I think they're retreating now. I think this is the only unit that's left that's not Julii. And they're fighting for Taurians. And there we go. I believe that is now all the factions gone, and it's just the Julii alive at the end. I've been wrong before, so I could be wrong again. That's just how I think it is. So yeah, let's check for stats. Oh come on, if you're going to chase them down, then at least chase them down. What is the point in all of this? Come on Julii, come on. Why, what's the point? I remember just go defensive formation. Stupid AI. And here we are, we have a winner. But first of all, this is the rank here, so in last place, the Greeks. They got 443 kills and they lost all of their troops. Basically every faction lost all their troops, but Julii survived until the end. In second to last place, so in 6th place, Egypt. As expected, these two, they didn't do well. But Egypt still got 816 kills. Then in 5th place, Scythia with 556 kills. Weirdly, they got almost half the amount of kills as Egypt, but still managed to do better. It's all about score, of course, and they must have killed tougher units. But the general helped a bit. Yeah, killing that would have helped. Gaul came in 4th place with 960 kills. Then, this is where it gets big. 3rd place, the Julii, survived until the end, got 1,615 kills. Well done to the Julii. And then in 2nd place, Carthage, 1,705 kills. And finally, in 1st place, we have Parthia, with 1,272 kills. Carthage got more kills, but Parthia, they must have killed, the more expensive units. Which I guess worked very well for them, and of course the cataphracts were quite good at killing all those units. I bet it's that they killed elephants. Yeah, my guess is that killing elephants really helps out with the score, because they killed some of them at the end. It's weird, Parthia won, and yet they lost their general before they even came into combat. From catapult fire. That's weird. And yet they won. And weirdly I got a kill, even though I retreated immediately. Weird, I don't know how I did that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, do people want to see more AI only battles? Do AI only campaigns, AI only time lapses for Total War? I'm hoping to do some Europe Universalist 4 stuff. I have my own unique way how to get into that though. And yeah, I'm also starting a Let's Play campaign for Rome Total War sometime next week. If people want to see more AI only battles, then just let me know. And if I keep getting good views, then I guess I will. Hope you've enjoyed. If you want to see more, please feel free to subscribe, and goodbye.